What's going on, guys? It's Sebastian with another video, and I haven't said that in quite some time. Reason being, well, I'm going to cover that all in this video. I haven't posted in, I think, 4 months, 3 or 4 months. A lot has changed. I've moved out of California, got another new car. I've done tons of stuff, and I haven't really updated you guys with any of that, and you guys have so many questions for me. So this video is essentially just going to be me answering questions you guys have submitted on Instagram, because again, people are like, Sebastian, where are your videos? Are you alive? Are you still dropshipping? Are you doing all this stuff? Like, what are you up to? So again, in this video, I'm just gonna go through all the questions you guys have asked me. So before we get into it, be sure to leave a like and click subscribe. I haven't said all of this stuff in so long, but it's just second nature to me. But now we're gonna just dive into my phone. I have tons of questions and we're gonna get into all these. So yeah, let's just do it. Before we get going, sorry if the audio is kind of echoey. I moved again into a new place. There's not really much in here. Furniture is on back order and it's all getting delayed, so there's not really anything in here to suppress the echoing, so that's just fair warning. But let's get into all of these questions, because again, I have hundreds and hundreds on my Instagram questionnaire, and if you guys aren't following me, I'll have a link in the description for that. But now let's get into it. We're starting off with a pretty juicy question. Someone asked me, where have you been? Where have I been? So I believe I stopped posting a few months ago, and the reason being, I had a great 2020. Like, I made a ton of money, enjoyed myself, bought a new car, did tons of cool stuff. And overall last year I was just really impressed with myself and how well I performed, both on YouTube and with all of my businesses and with my health. I've started to eat more, I've started to work out more. So I was super grateful that I performed really well. So I took a few months off just to enjoy myself with my family and friends, because I knew after last year it was really a year that kind of set in stone that I was going to start growing and leveling up exponentially. So I knew I was gonna be moving out 2021 officially, like for good. I knew I was gonna sign a lease somewhere out of state. And when I had that in thought, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna see my family much anymore, so I may as well really enjoy the time I have with them. It's not like I'm never gonna see them, but I don't know how long everyone's gonna live for, and I just figured might as well really focus on spending quality time with my whole family, and that's kind of what I did. I enjoyed time with them, worked out a lot, and still worked a lot. I have stores running still, and I'm still doing drop shipping. I've gotten that question a ton on here, so I'll answer it right now. Yes, I'm still drop shipping. I still have a lot of things outsourced to where I don't have to work as much as I usually work. Like, I worked a lot last year, and I don't have to work nearly as much as I did last year, just because, again, I do have things now outsourced and people that are delegated to do certain tasks, which I'm grateful for. So that allowed me to spend a lot of quality time with my family and friends, which I'm super grateful for, because now I've moved out of state to, again, a whole nother state. I used to live in California and I now live in Texas, which is crazy because I really didn't think I was gonna be moving here. I thought I was gonna move to Nevada, but then I was like, okay, well, Dallas seems pretty fun. It seemed like a great place that I could go to focus on my work and my businesses and just growing myself as a whole, while also being able to enjoy myself. Beautiful city. There's a lot of things to do whenever I want to do them, but also if I just want to stay in my apartment and work, I can. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been, and it's been a great past few months. I've really gotten to explore myself and learn more about myself, spend, again, time with my family and friends, and yeah, just enjoy myself. Some of these questions will probably tie into each other, but someone asked, how much has my life changed in the past year? It's changed quite a bit. I, again, moved out. I bought another car, which I'll probably make another video on that. I'll make another video on my apartment tour and why I moved out, when I moved out, like moving out at 20 or whatever. And then also I'll do a car reveal, show you guys my new car. I have the car I bought and I showed you guys a few months ago. I still have that car. It's in California right now. Basically, if I ever fly back to go visit my family, I just have a cool car to still drive, which may sound excessive, but I don't know, I do well, so why not have 2 cars? Someone said, can't wait for the next video. Well, here it is. Another person asked, can you explain how it feels to be making the money you make? I need motivation, thanks. Also, I increased the ISO on my camera, so it should be a little brighter because it looked kind of dark. The weather's changing a lot. It's pretty cloudy today. Okay, to answer that question, it feels great. I can do a lot of the things that I always have dreamed of doing. I can buy a new car if I want to. I've moved out and bought a new car. I've done all that. I can travel. I get to fly back and see my family whenever I want to. When they just came and visited me this past weekend, they were here for a few days. My family, which was my parents and then one of my brothers, they were all here for a few days. I was able to pay for whatever needed to be paid for. Like, I got bottle service at a club, dinner, whatever needed to be taken care of, I could handle it, which is that's pretty cool. Like, that's one of the best things about making a lot of money, is I'm able to take care of my family in ways that I was never able to a few years ago. Like, I remember having less than $50 and feeling like shit because I couldn't really spend money on anything other than food sometimes. But again, I was young, so I didn't need a ton of money. But overall, it feels great, and now it allows me to focus on developing really high-valued skills. Like, that's one of the things I'm really focused on right now, is just mastering a few skills and getting really good at them. And I don't know, it relieves a lot of tension and stress that I feel like a lot of people normally have when they don't have a ton of money. But it also shows you that money isn't completely everything, but you can still enjoy your life and have a great time. And I'm living proof of that. Again, money does help out with your life in many ways. So definitely, if you don't have money, work hard towards making a lot of money, because your life will definitely change. So to sum it up, it feels great making a good amount of money. Another question is how long I plan on doing YouTube for. I truly have no idea. I would love to do YouTube for a long time, like years and years and years on end, but I can't really do YouTube for years on end if I'm just doing dropshipping content, which is another reason why I haven't really been posting for the past few months. I got really, not annoyed, but yeah, a little bit annoyed of the fact that everyone's YouTube channel that's in the dropshipping space, they're almost the same. Like, they're almost just carbon copies of each other, which I didn't really like, the fact that I was posting content and then other people were just taking it and getting more views than me and doing the same exact thing. Literally, like, almost word for word, some of the videos I saw, people were just ripping from me and posting, and I didn't like that feeling a lot. And obviously that's gonna happen in any industry, but a lot of people in the YouTube space are now posting like the same exact videos, like, oh, 14-day dropshipping challenge, or like sell these products now, or whatever. So it just overall didn't really feel good looking like every other channel, which is another reason, again, why I took a few months off. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my channel. Like, I obviously want to post business-related content, but I need to continuously progress and change up some stuff to continue growing and getting a new audience into my channel, which is what I need to do if I want to continue doing YouTube long-term, which, again, I really enjoy making content. It allows me to get better at talking and just overall interacting with like-minded individuals, which is something I really enjoy. So I don't know how long I plan on doing YouTube for, definitely quite some time, but in order to do so, I have to come up with some sort of strategy or idea or concepts to make more unique content, because again, I don't just want to be posting the same exact videos that everyone else posts. Now don't worry, it's not like I'm going to be posting vlogs every single day, but my content may switch up a little bit and I may try new stuff just to see again how it performs and see what you guys like and don't like. So that's an idea I wanted to throw out there. LLCs and corporations, and when you should file for one if you're only just starting. Okay, I didn't start my first LLC for a while, and I probably waited too long, but, and this is not financial advice, I know everyone has to say that, and including myself, this isn't financial advice or legal advice, but I personally waited quite some time before forming a corporation or LLC. The reason was, it's not that big of a deal in my personal opinion to form one like within 30 days of starting your business or 60 days within starting your business. It's not that important. Once you start making a substantial amount of income, like let's just say maybe $5,000 a month or something, to where you're now like, okay, I'm actually gonna have to start saving for taxes and looking to get some sort of company formed. And once you start taking it seriously, then you can look into getting a corporation or LLC formed. Personally, I run S corporations and they save me a lot of money doing that. So that's how I structure my companies. But before you guys structure your company and get it all set up and pick whatever structure you want to go with, I suggest finding a great accountant that's knowledgeable in your industry, whether it's e-commerce or cryptocurrency or stock trading or Forex or Amazon FBA, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Make sure you find an accountant that is knowledgeable, because I had an experience last year where I was meeting with an accountant, or actually we were doing like phone calls, and I had to explain to them what I was doing for, I believe it was like a week or 2 weeks before they even picked which type of company we should be forming. When I knew it was S Corporation, but they were just talking it through for so long, and then they had pushed me to an attorney or a lawyer or whatever, and then they were gonna charge me like $5,000 to set up my corporations, which was stupid because I was splitting them up, and I was looking to split up my corporations and do stuff a different way, but I didn't end up doing it like that. And then I reached out to my accountant in LA, who I had already been working with, and ended up just working with him, and he charged me way less than that. So again, just make sure you find a great accountant that knows what they're doing, or else you're probably gonna waste a lot of time and money talking with someone who is a traditional accountant, which is a good term I would call most accountants. They're really old school and they don't know a lot of the new age businesses. Another question is, can you do a breakdown of all of your sources of income? I'll definitely do a video going over all of my sources of income. I won't give you guys exact numbers, but I'll give you guys like the top to bottom, what's the highest earning income stream and then what's the lowest, because I have quite a few. It's not like I have 1 or 2 or even 3. I have a lot more than that, and it all adds up really greatly when you have a lot of different income streams, whether it's like only $1,000 a month or like $3 grand. When they all come together, and then you have some doing like 10, 20, 50, whatever, 100. If you add them all up, it makes a lot of money and it helps out a lot. So yeah, I'll definitely do a video going over my income streams. What's your goal for this year? That's another question. I have financial goals, I have health goals, I have goals with everything. Financial goals, I want to do quite a bit of money, and I'm not going to say exactly how much, but it is a lot. And if I do hit my goal, I'll probably be buying a cooler car beginning of next year, probably for my birthday. So if you guys see me get a new car in March of 2022, just know I hit that financial goal, which I'm very confident that I can do it. Health goals, I want to put on some weight. I've already put on like, I think 10 pounds this year, and I want to put on maybe another 20 by the end of this year. So that's another goal, and that's very obtainable. It's just literally eating a lot and training a few times per week, and you'll get to it. And then I also have some goals for traveling. I want to go out of the country a few times. With everything going on in the world still to this day, which is unfortunate, I can't go to certain places I don't believe, and I want to go with my family. I enjoy traveling with them. So yeah, those are some of the goals I have for this year. In what new fields are you making money? That's a great question. Cryptocurrency, that was probably the easiest money to make, and it still is. So cryptocurrency, the stock market, I'm getting really focused on learning the stock market, learning charts, how to analyze, how to predict if stocks are going to go up and down, and how to take calculated risk and all that stuff. I was trading on my phone on Webull, and that was all fine and stuff until I learned a platform on my computer called Thinkorswim, which kind of changed the game for analyzing a stock and then buying stocks and all that stuff. So the stock market has been something I've been really interested in, and I've been learning quite a bit about it. So that's something I've been doing and I've been making a good amount with. So those are 2. And then what else? We'll leave it at that for now. How'd it go with the alcohol? It went interesting. If you guys didn't see on Instagram, I posted like, oh, it's my 21st birthday. I get to see how alcohol is for the first time. And that may or may not have been sarcasm, but my birthday was a few days ago, and I flew back to California, visited my family, went out on my birthday night, and let's just say I don't remember the whole night. I probably remember half of it, and I was in the bathroom a lot, if you guys get what I'm putting out. So my birthday, I didn't really enjoy it, but the past weekend was very fun, and alcohol was included in the fun. Could you do a 24-hour challenge? I may. I don't really know. It's not it's more so entertainment. People watching 24-hour challenges aren't looking to learn stuff. Normally they're not. They're just looking for a video to entertain them, which is fine, but I'm struggling with figuring out if I want to just be an entertainer or actually provide crazy value. I know I probably could in a 24-hour challenge, but it's not something that I do ever. Like, I never create a website and launch it in 24 hours because that's not how I run my businesses. I'm looking for like a store that I can run for a year, few years, and make a lot of money with for years to come. I'm not looking for a 1 month or a 2 month store where I pump up revenue and then it collapses. So I don't ever do like 24 hours and then my store's already launched. Sometimes my stores take a few days to launch. Sometimes they take a few weeks or maybe 1 to 2 weeks. It just depends on how much research I have to do with the product and all that stuff to make sure I want to actually sell the product. The benefit of having inventory. Inventory housed in the US kills all other dropshippers that don't house inventory in the US. The simple reason, if you order a product, you go into, you track the product, and let's just say you're ordering it from a random website online and you track the product and you see that it's coming from China, you're definitely not as likely to return to the store and buy another product when you see that it's coming from China. It's just not how the game works anymore. So when people do that on my websites and they see that the products are coming from the US directly, they are more inclined to buy the product or buy other products, similar products, or refer friends because they normally have a great experience with my website because I provide fast shipping. I'm not messing around. I value my customers. I don't want them to wait months on end for a product. And even if I make less money, which I normally make more because I order the product in bulk, but even if I were to make less housing the inventory in the US, I still would do it because I would rather have longevity and I would rather not have to work super hard to keep getting new customers. I'd rather have a high customer return rate so that I can, again, keep selling to these customers and making a lot more money in the long run. How do you manage cash flow? That's kind of I honestly don't like that question. You just make more than you spend. That's all you gotta do. You gotta make more than you spend. A lot of people look to like cut their amount that they spend per month. I look at it differently. I'm like, my whole thing is as long as I just keep making a lot more money than I'm spending every single month, I'll be fine at the end of the day, and that's how I look at it because I don't want to go through life really pinching pennies and then be 80 and wish I enjoyed myself more in my 20s and 30s and 40s, which I know a lot of people online are like, guys, you should just focus on saving money in your 20s and stuff like that, but this is the prime time for people to enjoy themselves. I'm super young. I can do anything I want. I have the money to do anything I want for the most part, and I'm doing everything I want because I know that at some point I'm not going to be able to do everything. And I'd rather do it right now and enjoy myself while also still making a lot of money because, again, I know that tomorrow isn't guaranteed and I'd rather just enjoy myself. Now, I know that was just a question on how to manage cash flow. To simplify it, I mean, even when you're just starting out, spend less than you're making. So maybe spend 10% of what you're making or 5%, whatever you're really comfortable with, and double down on your business when you're first starting out until you have maybe a few $100,000 in the bank, and then you can start spending a little more money and not getting comfortable, but just starting to enjoy yourself a little more while still working on your businesses, because that will allow you to both enjoy yourself while also still, again, growing. Make a video on the nitty-gritty, like how to handle dropshipping, returns and stuff. I may do a video like that, I'm not really sure, we'll see. Where do I get custom content for ads and website content? I personally shoot a good amount of the content that I get for my websites. I either shoot it myself or I have someone else do it, but most of the content I either get myself or I go on Fiverr and pay someone to shoot content with the product, depending on what it is. So that's basically all I do. It's not too hard, and it makes your brand look a lot different than everyone else who's just using the same exact pictures that are available to everyone online. Does money bring happiness, and what have you learned since achieving success? Money, I don't know. I would say money allows me to do a lot of stuff, and it allows me to enjoy myself. I don't really seek happiness every single day. I just want to continue to progress in life, because I think as individuals, our goal shouldn't be to just be happy 24/7. There's gonna be ups and downs in everyone's life, no matter who you are. But for myself, my goal is to just make progress. Obviously, through all of my progress and through enjoying the fruits of my labor, I am in a sense happy. Like, I get to enjoy myself. I get to spend money on whatever I want. I get to hang out with my family. I get to go traveling. I get to buy cool stuff. I get to have a cool apartment and cool cars. So in a sense, I would say money definitely does help with happiness. But again, happiness is like this. It's never a constant, and nothing in your life is. So just keep that in mind. What age do you plan on retiring, sir? I don't know if I'll ever retire. The reason is, when you have a lot of money, you can just invest it and make a lot of money on your investment. If I'm investing 100 grand into something and I gain 10% in a week or even in a year, I make money like that, and it's not really that difficult to do if you are skilled and experienced and knowledgeable in something you're investing in. So at some point, I'll be having tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, which will end up yielding me a lot of profit and a lot of income. So I don't really think I'll ever truly retire, but I don't plan on doing as much intense work for, I would say, after 20 years, I'll probably start to take my foot off the gas a little bit and get more into long-term investments and just, not even long-term, just smarter plays that don't require as much upfront work. Can you share how your business is doing? Businesses are going great for myself, and I'm also getting into other industries that are paying really well, and it's gonna be more long-term money as well, but overall businesses are still going great. Again, I have people hired and I have things delegated, so I don't have to put in as much time to do a lot of the stuff that I normally had to do last year, but I'm still making a great amount of money, so there you go. What's your source of motivation? Progress, not being broke, being able to take care of my family. That's kind of it. I mean, I really enjoy just growing. I enjoy looking at a year prior and now and seeing how much progress and growth I've had. And I like the fact that I can take care of people when I need to. And I like the fact that I can buy cool things whenever I want. So as long as I can continue to do that, that's kind of my motivation. It's not some crazy thing like, I don't know what people say, but I'm a simple person. I just want to grow and I want to progress through life and have sufficient funds to do literally whatever I want, which I'm already at, so I just have to keep kind of growing. And yeah. How to buy a car. You make a lot of money and then you spend a small percentage of your money on a car, and then that's it. It's not too hard. Give us an apartment tour. Congrats on that and the new AMG mate. Love it. Thank you. Yep, I will do an apartment tour probably next week or something. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. It's a pretty cool apartment. Not fully furnished though, so don't roast me when that video comes out. Maybe the furniture will be in by then, I have no idea, but yeah, may do a video on that. How much have you made presently on your store that did 500K last year? That store is now at 7 figures. I've still been crushing it with that store, surprisingly, and it's been pretty good. So I'm just gonna leave it at 7 figures. The store has been crushing it. To this day, I'm still getting like $1,000 orders plus, so store is going great. I just really stopped posting that much about how much money I'm making and all that stuff. I do posts here and there, but it kind of got repetitive of me just flexing the amount of money I'm making. I like just, I don't know, showing the progress, like a new car, a new place, a new whatever, every here and then, and that's kind of it. I don't want to keep showing you guys like, this is how much I made today, this is how much I made today. I'll still do it like once in a while, but I don't want to keep doing that every single day or whatever because I don't know, I feel like it looks a little weird. All right, I'm gonna go through and pick one more question. This is a pretty good one. How much is a realistic budget when starting dropshipping? I suggest you guys have at least $1,000, preferably a few thousand, and I broke it down specifically in a video where I talked about one of the stores I started last year that I scaled up to like multiple 6 figures or 7 figures now. I talked about how much money I put into that store and explained how it was literally the perfect thing that could have ever happened with the store, like 10 ROAS. And I explained how that was basically the perfect scenario for a store and how I still had to put in multiple thousands of dollars before I got money back because of payment providers holding funds and all that stuff. So I would say at least 1,000, preferably a few thousand, and if you don't have that much, you can still start dropshipping, but maybe look into influencer marketing, Twitter influencers or Snapchat influencers, TikTok influencers, something like that to build up capital, and then get into Facebook ads. So that's my suggestion for you guys if you want to start dropshipping and you're wondering what your budget is. That's gonna wrap it up for the video as to like where I've been and the Q&A and stuff. I had hundreds of questions and I didn't get to get through them all. Obviously, I wasn't gonna be able to get through them all, but look forward for new content. Again, I'm gonna be doing like an apartment tour, a new car reveal, because I posted a picture, but I didn't get to show you guys the car really in depth and talk about why I bought the car and all of that stuff. And I'll do more dropshipping videos. I'll do a ton of stuff, so look forward to that. If you guys have any future recommendations, you can drop those in the comment section below. But other than that, again, hope you guys did enjoy this returning video. If you did, smash the like button below. Also, click subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.